Life is a journey comprised of decisions that can abruptly alter its course for the better or worse. The majority of the time, all of your decisions, big or small, determine how you live your life. Your decisions influence both your current and future lives, even if it's just what you consume today. Thus, choosing to constantly eat junk food will have a long-term negative impact on your life. This also holds true for other circumstances, like turning down a job offer overseas and going on to become a manager and lead the life of your dreams. It all boils down to the choices we make. However, what should you do if you find yourself mired in thought patterns and routines that are harmful to both you and other people? How can we address these tendencies and prevent them from starting in the first place? Good to see you again. We appreciate your presence as we provide another video clip today. We are discussing the top 15 pitfalls to steer clear of in order to improve and brighten your future. First step, putting things off. Task postponement is a widespread behavior that has serious drawbacks. Missed opportunities and elevated stress levels might result from procrastinating. It frequently happens when we put off finishing projects or reaching objectives because we're afraid of failing or feel overburdened. In addition, procrastination adds needless stress. Knowing you have a work to complete but putting it off causes ongoing worry that is detrimental to both your physical and mental well-being. In order to overcome procrastination, divide work into smaller, more manageable parts, establish deadlines and goals that are attainable, and find motivation in rewards and successful outcomes. By realizing these detrimental consequences, you can overcome procrastination and live a less stressful and more productive life. Allow procrastination not to deter you. Take on challenges and grasp chances. Pride. Although pride can increase your confidence, it can also have drawbacks. It may prevent you from seeing your own errors and hinder your personal development. So it's crucial to strike a balance between pride, humility, and a willingness to change. Being happy with your accomplishments and skills is a normal and healthy aspect of life. You may gain the self-assurance you need to face obstacles and strive for success. However, excessive conceit or haughtiness can stand in the way of personal development. Being too proud can make it difficult for you to admit your faults, which can keep you from improving and learning. Knowing you don't have all the answers and that you can always improve is what humility is all about. It involves being receptive to constructive criticism and eager to grow from your mistakes. In essence, a balanced strategy that combines pride in your achievements with humility and a dedication to self-improvement can result in a more fruitful and satisfying life. Celebrate your successes, but keep an open mind to criticism and new learning opportunities. The decisions we make are some of the important pieces of the large puzzle that is life. It resembles going out to eat in some ways. You don't select what you initially see. Instead, you pause for a moment to consider your options. That is how life functions. It is a good idea to research all your options before choosing one. Why is this crucial? First off, it keeps you from making snap judgments that you might come to regret. It's similar to not ordering a meal that you won't like. Second, it clarifies the potential consequences of selecting one option over another. Finally, it gives you a sense of control, enabling you to pursue your goals and take care of what matters to you. When faced with a choice, pause to weigh your options and make decisions that will result in a life that is more meaningful and fulfilling. It's similar to coming up with your own special recipe for happiness. Residing in opulence when you don't need to. Yes, as Madonna sang, you may be a material person and we may live in a material world. However, a focus on accumulating material possessions and shopping can frequently result in numerous problems with money. Materialism is what this is, and it can cause you to worry about your finances. However, you can feel more at ease if you decide to spend sparingly and within your means. Consider a jar as a representation of your income. The jar will break if you try to put more balls inside than it can hold. It is comparable to spending more cash than you have. Financial difficulties and stress may result from this. The possibility of financial collapse exists. On the other hand, everything will work out if you make sure that the number of balls you put in the jar matches the size of the jar. Therefore, if you live within your means, you can avoid financial difficulties and experience less stress. Living within your means entails making wise financial decisions, avoiding impulse purchases, and setting aside money for the future. Without the stress of excessive debt or financial worries, it helps you take control of your finances and live a more tranquil life. Disregarding the body or the mind. Serious health issues can arise if you don't take care of your body and mind. Your body and mind need proper care, just like a car does, on a regular basis. Serious issues may result if you ignore what your body and mind are trying to tell you. Consider it in this way. Your body and mind communicate with you through signals akin to dashboard warning lights. Ignoring those alerts is equivalent to operating a vehicle with the engine light on. A collision could happen. It's crucial to pay attention to what your body and mind are trying to tell you. Rest if you're worn out. Find some way to unwind if you're stressed. Eat well, get moving, and exercise. It's comparable to feeding the proper food to your pets or giving your car the right fuel and regular maintenance. You can avoid serious health issues and live a happier, healthier life by paying attention to your physical and mental health. Pay later when you purchase. Credit can be a useful tool in your toolbox if you use it wisely. When you don't have cash on hand, it makes it easier to purchase items. But you have to be careful not to overdo it, just like when using tools. Credit usage can become a heavy burden if you use it excessively and accumulate large debts. Consider it in this way. Consider the case where ice cream is one of your favorite sweets. While eating it occasionally is enjoyable, eating too much can be detrimental to your health. Credit is similar in that using it for necessities is acceptable, but making impulsive purchases of items you don't actually need can cause a lot of issues. Excessive debt is similar to having to lug around a cumbersome rucksack. It stresses you out and prevents you from doing the things you want to. Therefore, refrain from making rash purchases and taking out unnecessary loans. If credit is used wisely, rather than being a heavy burden, it can be a helpful tool. To believe that you can fit something in at all times. Although there may be many surprises in life, one thing we can count on is that time will continue to pass. It is comparable to a train that never stops. It's crucial to pursue your goals and prioritize the things that are most significant to you because of this. Instead, embrace the present and make the most of your available time. Consider the journey of life as a fast train. No one will wait for you on the train. You might miss out on amazing experiences and locations if you don't take the chance to participate. Therefore, don't put off your dreams or important tasks. While the chance is present, seize it. Because life is unpredictable, it is even more crucial that you take immediate action. You can live a life full of memorable experiences and accomplishments by acting and following your dreams. The best time to start is right now, not tomorrow. Too much reliance on others can occasionally result in disappointment. It resembles relying excessively on support from others. Finding the right balance between independence and a solid support network is crucial. Consider it in this way. Imagine acquiring bike riding skills. While having someone to help you is wonderful, if you rely on them too much and don't learn how to maintain your balance, you risk falling when they aren't around. Therefore, while having support is beneficial, being able to complete tasks on your own is equally important. Having a strong support network means having people you can turn to for assistance and guidance when you need it. Being independent means having the knowledge and self-assurance to handle tasks and challenges on your own. A fulfilling and significantly less disappointing life can result from striking the right balance between these two things. A lie. Like toppling the first domino in a chain of dominoes, one lie can set off a series of lies. Consider trust as a delicate piece in a glass. She is priceless and lovely, but also very delicate. It is nearly impossible to repair something once it has been broken. When you are honest, you take good care of the integrity and trust in your relationships. It represents dependability because others can rely on your words. It serves as the basis for enduring, solid relationships. Lies can damage your relationships with others and undermine your trust. Honesty is the antidote to lying. Inflation in terms of lifestyle. The constant search for more, bigger, and better can frequently leave you feeling unfulfilled. It's like using an endless treadmill to exercise. Despite your constant running, you never really accomplish anything. Therefore, developing the ability to appreciate what you already have is crucial. Consider your belongings and achievements as pieces of a large puzzle. Each piece symbolizes a valuable aspect of your life, such as your loved ones, friends, or professional accomplishments. You start to understand your life's bigger picture when you begin to value these individual parts. But if you keep looking for more pieces, the puzzle will never be complete and will always appear incomplete. Understanding how to be content with what you have doesn't mean you shouldn't work to get better. It entails being content with your current situation while making progress towards your goals. Your life can feel fulfilled and satisfying when you achieve this balance. In essence, you shouldn't chain yourself to a never-ending quest for more. You might discover that true happiness often lies in the straightforward act of being appreciative for what you have if you take the time to appreciate the parts of your life as they are. Being dependent on small doses of dopamine and/or social media. Overusing social media can frequently leave you feeling deprived and prevent you from fully appreciating real-life experiences. To maintain a healthy balance between the virtual and physical worlds, you must consider it in this way. Social media is attractive and colorful like candy. They are consumable indefinitely. However, eating too much candy can make you sick. Social media is the same way. Even though they can be fascinating and enjoyable, spending too much time with them can make you forget about the real world. Real-life experiences, people, and moments abound. You risk missing those genuine moments if you spend too much time in front of a screen. So, set time limits for using social media and other digital devices so you can concentrate on the real world around you. Instead of being completely submerged in a virtual world, it will help you feel connected to real experiences and people. Not tolerant. You can suffer more than anyone from harboring ill will and animosity. You can find freedom in forgiveness by letting go of oppressive burdens and unfavorable emotions. It's comparable to deflating a hot air balloon. The analogy of clinging to that balloon all the time applies to harboring ill will and hostility towards someone. Only you are experiencing pain. You let go of the balloon and release the weight when you choose to forgive. Forgiveness is the act of ceasing to hold the guilt of another person's deeds against them in your heart, not forgetting or justifying them. You can do this to help yourself let go of unfavorable emotions and move on with your life. So learn to forgive and let go of your negative thoughts. Lack of boundary setting. You may experience exhaustion and a loss of control if you don't set boundaries. Setting boundaries is similar to constructing a fence to surround your yard. This enables you to keep your garden healthy and happy while defending it against invasive species. Setting boundaries in your life indicates that you are aware of what is and is not acceptable for you and that you uphold those limits. By doing so, you can defend yourself against harmful influences and maintain your emotional and mental well-being. You can concentrate on the things in your life that are truly important by setting boundaries. Therefore, don't be afraid to set limits and use the word "no" when necessary. You have a duty to look out for your well-being. Worrying non-stop about the future and not living in the moment. Although planning for the future is important, living in the present should not be sacrificed. Moments make up the course of life, and each one is significant. You may become disconnected from the present by worrying constantly about the future. Consider it in this way. Living in your head and worrying about the future is similar to driving a car while paying no attention to the traffic around you. Both danger and annoyance are possible. Instead, live in the moment and take pleasure in it. This does not imply that you should ignore planning altogether, rather, you should strive to strike a balance between the two. It will assist you in building a richer and more satisfying life. Dependency on effort and achievement. Working hard and succeeding are important, but concentrating too much on them can cause fatigue and throw your life out of balance. Working too much is like never stopping your car. You may eventually feel drained and worn out. To maintain your emotional and mental health, you must find work-life balance. Although important, work and success are not the only aspects of life. It's equally crucial to make time for your hobbies, family, and friends. Don't let success and work take over your life, then. Set limits and aside time for rest and enjoyment of the present. He doesn't give a damn about his own happiness or well-being. Your happiness and general well-being matter. Your ability to care for others and have fun in life may suffer if you don't take care of yourself. Self-care is similar to caring for a priceless jewel. It could lose its shine if you don't take care of it. Therefore, remember to look after your physical and mental health, spend time with the people you love, and engage in activities that make you happy. You'll feel better and have more fun as a result. Both they and others are harsh on them. While having goals and working towards them is important, having unreasonably high expectations can be detrimental and lead to stress and anxiety. Success does not come from being mean to others or to yourself. It's comparable to managing a team in a race where everyone takes the independent route and prevents effective teamwork. Instead, make sensible plans and take small steps to achieve them. Be kind to both yourself and other people, and give yourself permission to make mistakes. You can accomplish much more with time and effort than with constant pressure and self-criticism. Conclusion: you can lead a happier and more fulfilling life by developing healthy habits and abstaining from harmful behaviors. Even though it's simple to fall into these habits, becoming aware of them and making an effort to change them can put you on the road to greater emotional and mental well-being.